Hello everyone, good day, and today we're going to talk about formulation of hypothesis. Hypothesis could be either singular, or if you are dealing with more than one hypothesis, it should be written this way. It ends in ES for plural and IS for singular. Before we proceed, let us try to answer these statements. Your answer would be true or false. So hypothesis is a scientific guess, true or false? Yes, you are correct. That is true. Number 2, null hypothesis is a type of hypothesis, true or false? Yes, correct. The answer is true. Number 3, alternative hypothesis is the opposite of null hypothesis, true or false? You are correct. The answer is true. Number 4, this symbol min sub 1 is not equal to min sub 2 is an example of null hypothesis. Yes, correct. True. Number 5, the symbol min sub 1 is greater than min sub 2 is an example of alternative hypothesis. Yes, you're correct. The answer is true. Now let us proceed to the meaning of hypothesis. Hypothesis is an educated guess. It is also a proposed explanation made on the basis of limited evidence as a starting point for further investigation. For example, if a fertilizer can enhance the growth of plants, then we could say that when the plant is added with fertilizer, it would grow taller than the plant without fertilizer. Now, there are two types of hypothesis. The first one is null hypothesis with a symbol of H sub O. This one proposes that there is no difference between certain characteristics of two or more samples or populations. Whereas alternative hypothesis, or H sub A, proposes that there is a difference between certain characteristics of two or more samples or populations. Now, there are two types of alternative hypothesis. The first one is non-directional and the other is directional. When we say non-directional or two-tailed test, it does not specify or it does not specifically pinpoint which group is better over the other. For example, it would just say that min sub 1 is not equal to min sub 2. Or it could be stated as the mean in the first sample is not equal to the mean of the second sample. Or we could also say that the first population mean is not equal to the second population mean. So you just put not equal sign here if that is non-directional. If the alternative hypothesis is directional, then you could say that this group is bigger than this group. So you have to pinpoint which one is bigger. Another example here is a researcher wanted to compare the growth of fish fed with two kinds of formulated diet. The first diet contains 45% crude protein and the second diet contains 40% crude protein. State the null hypothesis and the non-directional alternative hypothesis. So if we're going to state the hypothesis here, HO, or the null hypothesis, we could say that the growth of fish fed with two kinds of diet is not significantly different, or min sub 1 equals min sub 2. If we are going to state the alternative hypothesis, we could say that there is a significant difference between the growth of fish fed with two kinds of diet. So we could say that min sub 1 is not equal to min sub 2. So this is non-directional. So I hope you understand something from this lesson and you try to answer this question. I did the first for you, so this is the statement or the situation So the null hypothesis has been formulated, the non-directional alternative hypothesis has been formulated, and the directional hypothesis has been formulated. So please try to answer these statements, or try to formulate the null and alternative hypothesis for this statement for the second and the third one. So that's all for now. Enjoy your day.